Hello friends, welcome. Today's session we'll be learning about why should we compute new profit sharing ratio in case of retirement of a partner. Now in this session, first let us understand the concept of new profit sharing ratio. Why is it significant? The first thing is that in a partnership, the profit, if we call it like this, if this is representing the profit, the partners who are running the partnership business, they are going to share the amount of profit that is earned or the loss which might be incurred in a particular ratio. If a ratio is agreed, of course it would be in that ratio, else it would be equal. So suppose you take the case that there are three partners A, B and C, and the three of them are sharing the profits and losses equally. So this is A share, this is B share and this is C share. So they are sharing 1/3, 1/3 and 1/3. Now if suppose this case we are going to take up is retirement of partners. Suppose A retires. So what happens after A retires and leaves the firm and his dues are paid off? This particular 1/3 share which he was getting is now available to the remaining partners, that is to B and C. So now the particular profit which is earned henceforth would be divided between B and C. So now who will get how much out of this share? For that purpose, we are computing the new profit sharing ratio. Now, further, what is new profit sharing ratio? Simple words, it is a profit sharing ratio of the continuing partners. That is, in this case, the ratio in which the profits and losses would be shared by B and C after retirement of A. Now, when we go about calculating this new profit sharing ratio, you might encounter several situations, the two of which are discussed here. The first situation is when the partner retires and the new profit sharing ratio is not given. And the second situation we are going to see is where new profit sharing ratio is given. Now, first situation which we'll discuss in detail is the partner retires and the new profit sharing ratio is not given. So under such circumstance, they are just saying that A, B and C are partners. They were sharing profits and losses in this particular ratio. And one of the partners is retiring. No other information is available how the continuing partners would continue to share the profits after the particular partner who is retiring retires and leaves the business. Under such circumstance, we assume that the continuing partners will share in their old profit sharing ratio. As simple as that. So to understand this, I want you to understand this example. Suppose Jatin, Lalit and Sumit are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2:1. Then the new profit sharing ratio, if the first case, Jatin retires. So Jatin, Lalit, Sumit. 3:2:1. The situation we have is Jatin retires, which means as he leaves, as nothing is specified about how Lalit and Sumit will share, the new profit sharing ratio between Lalit and Sumit would be 2:1. So all you have to do is cut out the share of the retiring partner. That will give you the ratio in which the continuing partners would share the profits in the future. So one more, if Lalit retires, then again here it is 3:2:1, but Lalit is retiring. So the ratio in which Jatin and Sumit would share would be 3:1. So we're just eliminating, cutting out the share of the retiring partner. If Sumit was to retire, again 3:2:1, Sumit is retiring. So in between Jatin and Lalit, they are going to share in the ratio 3:2. So this is how, in a simple way, you are going to calculate the new profit sharing ratio when a partner retires and the new profit sharing ratio is not given. Now moving into the second case, where they say the retiring partner's share is taken by the continuing partners in specific ratio. Means in the question they specify that whatever was the share of the retiring partner, that is going to be taken over by the continuing partners in this particular ratio. Then you have to use this particular formula to calculate the new profit share. So to calculate the new profit share, all we do is to the old profit share, we add the share which is gained by the individual partners, because the share of the returning partner is going to be gained in that particular ratio which has been specified. So to understand this concept, let us take up this question and understand it. Rohan, Sohan and Mohan are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 2:2:1 or 2/5, 2/5, 1/5. Mohan decides to retire. So it is the person who was taking 1/5 of the share is retiring, and his share is taken by Rohan and Sohan, that is the continuing partners, in the ratio of 1:2. So if that was not specified, we would have just cut out and it would have been 2:2 or equally between Rohan and Sohan. But the case is where they have specified that Mohan's 1/5 share is going to be taken over by Rohan and Sohan in 1:2 ratio. Now they have asked you to calculate new profit sharing ratio. So we're going to use this formula. So let us do the calculation. I've written down the detail here. It has been given in the question that Rohan, Sohan, Mohan profit sharing ratio 2:1, that is 2/5, 2/5, 1/5. They've said Mohan's share, Mohan is retiring, his share is taken over by Rohan and Sohan in 1:2 ratio. And the formula again I'm repeating is new profit sharing ratio is old profit sharing ratio plus share gain. Whatever is the share that we would add to the old. So now to find out the new profit sharing ratio, we will take for Rohan. Old profit sharing is 2/5. And for Sohan, we have to find out the new profit share ratio for the continuing partners. So for Sohan also it is 2/5. That is the old profit share ratio. We have to add the share gain. How much is gained? Mohan's share is 1/5. That is going to be taken over by Rohan Sohan in 1:2 ratio. Means 1/3 by Rohan and 2/3 by Sohan. That is what has been given here. So it means 1/3 of Mohan's share. 1/3 of Mohan's share is 1/5 is going to be the share which is going to be gained by Rohan. And then Sohan 2/3 is going to get, which means 2/3 of Mohan's share 1/5. So 2/3 into 1/5. That would give you the share which is going to be gained. So 2/5 plus is 1/15. Find the LCM. So 5 3s are 3 into 2, 6 plus 1, 7/15. Same. Similarly here 2/15 plus 2/5 plus 2/15. Find the LCM. It is 15. 5 3s are 15. So in 2 into 3, 6 plus 2. It's 8/15. Therefore, the new profit sharing ratio of Rohan and Sohan is going to be 7:8. So this is how, when they specify the ratio, in that ratio you would give that particular share of the retiring partner, and that would be added to the already existing ratio which you were sharing before, that is old profit sharing ratio, and therefore you get the new profit sharing ratio between Rohan and Sohan continuing partners as 7:8. So I hope that is clear. Now before we close the session, we will do a quick recap of what we learned. So here are the two questions. If you are able to answer this, it means you've understood the concept. So let us look at the question. First one, how is the profit and losses shared by continuing partner when there is no new profit sharing ratio agreed? So continuing partners, they are going to share, if no profit sharing ratio given, in their in their old profit sharing ratio. Ratio in between them, whatever was there before the retirement, that would continue to be there. Second question. How do you calculate new profit sharing ratio when the retiring partner's share is taken over by continuing partner in specified ratio? So ratio has been specified. In that ratio, you would divide the retiring partner share. That would give you the share gained. So with that, you will use the formula of old profit share. To that, the share gained in that particular ratio would be added. So when you do this, you get the new profit share of the continuing partner. So this is what we have learned in today's session. So friends, I hope now the significance, the why and how we compute the new profit sharing ratio is absolutely clear to you. If you found this video useful, please do like it. And if you have not yet subscribed, please do subscribe to our channel. Your likes and comments encourage us to create better videos. Thank you all. Have a great day.